Hello, my name is Jane and welcome to my first video. Today I am going to give you an introduction to my current houseplants. I had many more in the past, but I recently moved, and to ease off the process I gave over half of them away. I am a fan of implementing plants into uniquely styled interiors, and you are going to see me talk about interior design on this channel as well. Starting off with my first two plants, which are the same, the Ficus microcarpa, also called Ficus ginseng. I am a big fan of bonsai and displaying these, but I'm still a beginner, as you can see. My first one is this, which I have cut bald a few months ago, but ever since then it has been growing back. I always like to give the tree some time before I wire it or make any big changes to it. Growing bonsai is a process that requires a lot of patience. Here I decided to display the root on a stone outside of the substrate, and I hope that with time the root will attach to the stone. The other one, which looks bigger, I got as a present, and I haven't done many changes to it so far, but I'm going to wire it very soon. The next plants are again two examples of Propagation rupestris, also called the Queensland bottle tree. These I grew from seed, and I have many more, so I will definitely grow more of them, but maybe not as bonsai though. These trees can grow quite tall, even as houseplants. When growing as houseplants, they seem to be very thin in the trunk, but in nature they have a very big, wide trunk. In this dish I have two of them growing up on each other, making a spiral. I tried to give them an interesting shape. The inspiration for this tree I got from a video from benjiplant. I will insert the video here and also in the description. I think you will like that. You should definitely check it out. I love the look of the tree and the root, which you can display a little bit outside of the substrate, but they can cost quite much, and so I found the seeds on Etsy for a way cheaper price. I think I'm going to wire this singular one too very soon. Moving on, we have a small baby Sansevieria transfisciata laurentii, which is also called the snake plant. It grows in dry regions and is very tolerant to heat and poor soil. I really like the function of this plant because it produces oxygen during the night. That's why I like to bring it beside my bed every time before I go to sleep. It's important to keep the dust off in order to get the most out of this functionality. That's why I like to spray every plant in my morning routine with distilled water. I do it outside of my window so I won't get any stains or damage any electronics inside of my house. The next plant especially loves it. It's the Calathea maculata, also known as the peacock plant. I love the color on the underside of the leaves and also the design on the leaves. It gives a nice pop of color in my room, and it looks also very different from all the other plants that I have. This plant originally grows in Brazil and likes it very humid, like the rainforest. It can also move its leaves towards the light because of these bending points right underneath the leaves. Next is my cacti collection, starting with the Selenitherius grandiflorus, also known as the Queen of the Night. I have had it for a while now, and I think it's sometimes displayed as a hanging plant, even though in nature it's growing up on trees. That's why you can see a lot of clamping roots that are growing outside of the cactus. It survived quite a lot, and for a few months it was just standing outside. It grew nevertheless, and now I am propagating some little ones from pieces that just fell off the cactus, like they detached when I moved it, without ripping or cutting them off. The special thing about this cactus is that it blooms very rarely, and the bloom only lasts for one single night. I haven't had it bloom yet, but I think it also needs to grow a lot bigger until that happens. Other cacti displayed in this dish. Here we have the Euphorbia trigona rubra, also known as the cowboy cactus, which actually is not a real cactus, and the Opuntia, or also known as the prickly pear cactus. All of them were gifted to me by my sister, and they haven't bloomed yet, but I also haven't done a lot of effort to get them to bloom. As you can see, I like to light my incense inside of the dish. Next, we have a wonderful succulent, Echeveria elegance. This one is also known as Mexican snowball. It originates from Mexico, like many plants I have, unintentionally. This one likes to get a lot of sun and can handle cold nights easily. I am very happy to see the new leaves grow from the center of this one. I am currently propagating a Begonia maculata, which is also known as polka dot begonia, and this cutting I got from a big plant from my mother. This rather exotic plant also originates from Brazil and likes it very humid. The silver dots reflect strongly when the sun shines on them. The shape of the leaves is very unique. I also have some cushion moss that I'm trying to cultivate myself. I will keep you updated on these ones. I'm also growing the miosbatica, which is also known as the forget-me-not flower, from seed. It's a European flower and it blooms with a cute contrast. And my last plant is the draena fragrans varnekii, also known as the striped dracaena. This one originates in the tropical parts of Africa and likes it humid. I grew her from a very small cutting, and I am very happy to see her getting this big within just about a year. That's it for my plants. If you have any questions, I would be very happy to answer them. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye!